Alright guys, Boys United 2 here, and welcome to another FIFA 18 player review. Today, we're going to be looking at Ricardo Quaresma. He's 85 rated, and comes out of packs as a right mid. He's Portuguese, and plays his football at Besiktas in the Turkish league, and it's his first in form. He's right footed, 5'9" with 5-star skills and a 4-star weak foot, and he has high to medium work rates. Now, let's get into the clips and see how he played. So, in terms of pace, he's got good acceleration of 87 and kind of average to decent sprint speed of 83. Now, if you play him in his original position as a right mid or a right wing or a right forward, that sprint speed is going to be a bit of an issue because you're going to struggle to get away from a fullback because they're usually pretty quick. In my games, I use the card as a cam because with his high passing stats, that seemed to be the position that I would get the most out of him, and he'd be more involved in the game, so I'd get a better idea of how the card played. Now, in that cam position, I think that acceleration is more important than sprint speed, because you don't often have to outrun a player really, you just have to get past them, and this card does that really well. If you are wanting to use him out wide though, I'd definitely recommend using a chemistry style that boosts his pace, like Hawk or Hunter. As I said, he's really good at getting past people, and a lot of that is down to his excellent dribbling. He feels super agile and stays on his feet really well. He also keeps the ball very close to his body, even when running at pace, and has really good ball control. He also has 5-star skills, so this makes him even more uncomfortable to play against. Because of this, I found that people would back off him a lot, giving him a bit more space than he might normally have, and giving you more time on the ball. And that brings me on to his passing, and other than his overall dribbling, this was the attribute that really stood out. He got more assists than goals for me, and his close passing felt really crisp, and he'd play quick 1-2s really well. And his balls over the top were pretty deadly, as you can see from the clips. His crossing stat was also very high at 93, but because I played him more centrally, didn't really get to see much of that. But if it's 93, there's no way it's not good, so I'll trust the stats on that one. His overall shooting was a bit hit and miss for me. He's got pretty low finishing at 73, and his positioning is only 78. This means that he doesn't get a lot of chances inside the box really. Another reason to use a chemistry style on him, I guess. I myself like to use basic when I review a card, just for the simple reason that that's how he comes out of packs. But I definitely considered adding one to this guy, because he was a bit frustrating in front of goal. I also thought his long shots would be better too, because he's got all the stats to make you think that they will be. 87 long shots, 87 power, 97 curve, which is ridiculous, but it's also kind of wasted. He did force a lot of saves from the keepers, but most of his shots from outside the box ended up going pretty centrally. The shot power would make them a bit harder to handle, so he'd get a lot of corners, and he'd also hit the post a lot. Generally, I was a little bit disappointed with his long shots. In terms of his physicality, there's not really much to report. His strength and aggression are both low at 56 and 65, and that's fine because you can't expect everyone to be a tank. But he's got 72 stamina, and that's obviously fairly low, and I think it goes without saying that this affects the card negatively. As I mentioned, he's got 5-star skills, which is great if you use them a lot. Personally, I don't do many skills other than the odd Berber spin, but I'm sure this is going to be a big positive for some. And the running scoop turn is definitely effective. He's got 4-star weak foot, and that comes in handy when you're doing the quick passes and the 1-2s, because as I said, his finishing is not great, even with his stronger foot. Also, I didn't have any big issues with his work rates. High medium is usually pretty good, and as I said, he didn't get into the box too much for me, but I think that's down to his positioning more than his work rates. In summary, I'd say he makes a better cam than a winger, right forward or right mid. He really doesn't have the sprint speed to be effective in those positions. He does have decent acceleration though, which suits a cam more. He's got really good dribbling and passing, but his shooting lets him down quite a bit. He's weak and his stamina is pretty low, but he does have 5-star skills and a 4-star weak foot, which is good. Overall, I think the card's pretty decent, but definitely has significant flaws. Because of this, I'm giving Ricardo Quaresma's first in form a 7.9 out of 10. He's going for around 65k at the moment, and I'd say a good alternative who possesses all the strengths of this card, but none of the weaknesses, except stamina, is Nabil Fekir's 86 rated card. He's basically double the price, but has a better position, league, and nationality, so it's definitely worth the extra coins. Anyway guys, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like. If you didn't, feel free to leave a dislike, but if you do, just let me know why in the comments and I can work on it. If you're new, subscribe if you want, because I'll have plenty more content like this soon. But yeah, I've been Boys United 2, and I'll see you next time. Bye.